Welcome back to Unstable. My name is Jeff, aka Big Stack, your always ever present and loyal host. With me is, of course, my co host, I'm mirrored. So, Justin over at Kingmaker Sports. How are you doing, man?
Rolling, man. That blue wave is just it's going.
The Colts Blue Wave, just to be clarified.
Oh yeah, I guess there is another blue wave, huh? I should be more clear.
Sure.
My fault. My fault.
um, yeah. Howdy. Colts went over to the West Coast, and them Colt boys put a whooping on that ass. We're from Houston. I gotta
Put that belt on them.
I gotta put that licking on them. Uh, that was a fun game, man. We'll get into it. Do a little housekeeping. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. We are on a push for 100. We are up to 85. And hell, if just look back at last week's episode, it was a great episode of Unstable. We had Destin Adams on, and then we had JJ Stankovitz on for about an hour. And if you're a Colts fan, you know who JJ is. It was a good episode. Probably one of the biggest moments for Unstable. It was an awesome show, so make sure you check out last week's. But I think we got a good one here. No special guests, but it's just us. If that's enough for you guys. But no, it was a great game. It was a great game against the Chargers. I don't even know where to start, man. I don't know where you want to kick it off at.
Man, I mean, it was a good game. The defense did amazing. Like, the offense didn't do anything different than we've seen all season. Daniel Jones consistently hit the open targets, but the defense, I think we should give a lot of credit to the defense for keeping Justin Herbert and that offense in check. When really they're only missing Amarion Hampton on their offense. That's really the only piece that they're missing. They forced a rookie tight end to step up in a big way today. And, dude, like, I'm okay with that because you're forcing this rookie tight end, and I'm talking about Oronde Gadsden. A lot of you Dynasty guys will know that name. But Oronde Gadsden, an unknown for most people, most normal fans, dude, like, make a rookie beat you. You know, as long as that rookie's not named Tyler Warren or Emeka Egbuka or something like that, like, make the rookie beat you. And, dude, they held Justin Herbert in check all day, and they got to him. That's the key, man.
I don't know if you should say they held him in check because he threw for a shitload of yards.
420 yards. But, yeah, because the defense was like – I mean, the offense was firing on all cylinders, all 20 cylinders.
So if you guys look back at yesterday's this AFC South show, I went on there and talked about this game being a foot race, and I was kind of spot on with it. I mean, it was high scoring. There was a shitload of yards put up, and it was what I predicted. I called it Colts game 34-30. I don't want to say everybody on this AFC South scoffed at me, but none of them picked the Colts to win this game. A lot of the talking head pundits didn't pick the Colts to win this game. Of course, I picked the Colts to win this game, just based on what I had seen. I mean, Chargers came in. Both of these teams came in really banged up, but the Colts offense continued to roll. The first three possessions, touchdowns. Justin Herbert threw 2 picks. How about Grover? Got his hand up.
Hey, the big men are getting picks this year, bro.
Yes, sir. We got Latu getting the pick. I don't think has Buckner gotten one this year.
I don't think so.
Not yet. Grover did today. So that was awesome. Nick Cross is continuing to really impress me. He really stood out in this game. He had like a really good one-handed pick in the end zone, stopped the scoring drive there from the Chargers, which really swung the game back for the Colts. But what I really liked is the old Colts would have kind of just sat back, relaxed, 3-score, whatever game going into halftime. They would have just sat back and chilled. The Chargers came out, they stormed down, they got a touchdown. What did the Colts do? Same shit. Had a big punt return, punched it right in, answered right back.
Yeah.
So as soon as the Chargers got a touchdown, the Colts answered right back with it. So
I mean, we talked about
the defense.
It's like keep your boot on their neck. Don't ever let up.
Mm-hmm.
Especially not a team like the Chargers, man, because you see what on a losing effort what Justin Herbert did: 420 yards, 3 touchdowns. Like that's a losing effort for him.
Yeah, I mean he dropped back 55 times. They had pressure all over him, but he's just so good at avoiding the sack.
Oh, yeah.
He's just so good at that. But this defensive line did exactly what I wanted them to do. Latu got after him. Buckner got in there a few times. Of course, Grover got in there. So it was just a really good effort from the Colts defensive front. That secondary, I knew it was going to be a problem for the Colts. But like I said, Nick Cross, he had a big play. Kenny Moore was doing Kenny Moore things. It's nice to see him back out on the field. But that secondary, man, that's got to get addressed. Like as long as
your pure leader on the defense.
Yeah, like Charvarius Ward, him being out is really hurting the Colts right now.
Mm-hmm. And he's on IR, so that's 4 weeks. Well, we at least got 3 more games of no Ward, man.
Yeah.
I mean, deadline's coming up in like 2 or 3 weeks, so we've got to make something happen.
Yeah.
But with this kind of stuff, I doubt. Like, I believe that Jim Irsay's daughters are in there saying, "Hey, we can't afford to miss this. We need to make something happen." Like, I guarantee they're in there talking with Chris Ballard, and they're figuring out how to make this happen.
Yeah, something's got to get. I mean, you don't see too many trades. I think even JJ mentioned it. We had him on the show last week that's one of the positions that don't get traded away often, especially mid-season, is corner.
Yeah,
and it's. I'd like to see him try to swing something.
Yeah,
even if it's hell, even because I speculated, and obviously I was a little bit wrong, thinking that Anthony Richardson, he's inactive. We didn't know he had gotten hurt at the time. I was speculating, and they cleared up like $7 million in cap space. So I was speculating that the Colts were gearing up for a trade for somebody. I was looking at the Raiders to get Mackin or somebody like that, or Crosby. That's kind of what I was looking at. I hope they pull the trigger on something, though.
I mean, either Crosby or Hendrickson. At least Hendrickson comes in and he knows the defense. Like, he knows Lou's verbiage, because a lot of these players, like, there might be 2 similar systems, but the verbiage might be different. So, like, what you may call one thing, another defensive coordinator is calling another, but it's the same thing. So, at least good thing is we know, like, if Trey Hendrickson would be an option, that he would come in familiar with the defense, which, I mean, that's huge. I mean, you see what it's done for what Mike Hilton came in. He knew Jack Bashy. Is it Backy or Bashy? I can't remember. But anyways, like, just coming in and being able to pick up.
Yeah. In this Colts offense, like I said, they just continue to roll. I can't explain it. I said this in our group chat. I can't explain what's going on with Daniel Jones. If I said right now I expected this from the Colts, I'd be lying to your face. I didn't. I don't think anybody did. I don't know what's going on. I don't understand how it's happening. I don't care. This team is running like a finely tuned machine. It's just the way that they're able to move the ball, get downfield, and it's just everything seems to be going their way. Even when they get a little bit behind on a penalty, it's like, okay, they can still pick up this 3rd and 13, 3rd and whatever, and you're not that worried about it. Like, we didn't have Josh Downs today. Like, and you'll notice they barely even put Adonai Mitchell on the field. They were using Gould a lot. He is in the doghouse.
He's going to be in that doghouse for a while, Jack. I mean, it's going to be one of them things where, I mean, Alec Pierce coming out here we're doing Alec Pierce stuff, catching long bombs. Like, that's what the man does.
And what a pass from Daniel Jones, man. He put up almost 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, and that pass to Alec Pierce was a thing of beauty.
A dime.
Like,
it was
perfect.
It was a Danny dime.
I think this was his 3rd game this season with 3 touchdowns. And that's, I don't know if it's the first in NFL, but I know it's the first
in franchise record. Yeah, most in franchise history.
Yeah.
Which beating out the great Edgerrin James,
That's some good company for you to be in, man.
Yeah, pretty darn good.
Yeah. Alec Pierce almost hit the 100-yard mark. He was a couple of yards shy. So he's, I mean, it was a few years ago when they drafted Alec Pierce. I looked at his size and I looked at his speed. And I said, man, this guy has potential to be a true wide receiver one. I don't know if anybody, because this was a few years ago when he got drafted. I mean, it was that debacle of a Matt Ryan season. I don't know if anybody remembers, but I said it. He kind of had a disappointing year that year and started to get a little bit better last year. And now he's so good on the deep passes. And he's good. He's just good.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't have those butterfingers anymore. And Tyler Warren, thank you again, Chicago. I'll say it every pod. Tyler Warren is, I think right now, far and away the best tight end in the NFL. I don't know how you could argue it. I don't think there is any arguing it. I don't think there's any arguing JT's the best running back right now in the NFL. The amount of tackles that he breaks, the yards after contact, not to mention the touchdowns and everything else. No one's touching him right now. In Michael Pittman, one of Isaiah over on 3rd and Teal, his big thing against Michael Pittman was he's not a red zone threat. What has he done this year? He's got like 4 or 5 touchdowns in the red zone. So everything that this team is doing again just seems to be working. I love what they're doing.
Yeah, totally. It's so nice to see this happen. And they're good games. It's not like they're like weird wins. Like these are just well-executed offense, well-executed defense. That's all it is. I mean, Daniel Jones, just like we say every week, it seems like he's just going out. He's just hitting the open target.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing fancy. Not trying to take the game in his hands. If he's got to run, he's using his athleticism. So it's not like you can say, oh well, he's stiff. No, not at all. I mean, the guy can run. He just doesn't have to right now.
Yeah.
So he's got his runner back there. 3 touchdowns, 94 yards.
Who what?
3 touchdowns and 94 yards for JT, man. On like what, 18 or 15 or something like that carry. So it's not like you're like 16. Feeding him. It's just production. He's efficient.
Oh yeah, he was ripping off like 6 yards a clip. Like it's crazy what he's doing right now. And this offensive line, you could just see the patience with Jonathan Taylor. Like if that initial hole isn't there, he's not like Trent Richardsoning and just trying to barrel into it. He's sitting behind his big boys until they open that lane for him. Like he's a very patient runner. And he's got so much acceleration and burst that as soon as it opens, he can hit it, and it doesn't matter how big that gap is. He can make himself smaller. He's just that good at what he does. So I really like what they're doing.
So right now, Tyler Warren, you're talking about Tyler Warren being the best tight end. I mean, he's got the most receiving yards in the league right now. And then Trey McBride's, right behind him, 30-something yards behind him. So, I mean, it's just it's so nice. But he's got less receptions though. McBride's got 37 receptions and Warren's got 29. So Warren is more efficient. More yards on less receptions, same amount of touchdowns. So, how do you argue to say he's not the best tight end in football right now? As a rookie, tight ends usually don't break out till year 3 at least.
Mm-hmm.
So
and again, to kind of counter what Isaiah was saying, like they force feed Tyler Warren. If you look at I haven't seen a whole lot of drops at all from the Colts. I'm just talking generally. Like there's been a couple. I think Mo had a drop in this game. I don't know why they're still throwing him the ball, but there hasn't been a lot of drops in this. Like you could just see the confidence in this team that what they're doing is going to work. They've all bought into this, and they're executing it nearly perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Still a few bumps here and there, but you could just see the confidence that they understand that what they're going to do is going to work.
Yeah.
And for the most part, it has. They're averaging over 32 points a game. And this game doesn't hurt their average. So, I mean, this game was, I don't know if I'd call 2 touchdowns a blowout, but it was damn close. Like they went into
Yeah,
LA
it's not
against the
necessarily
Chargers.
21 skunk rules like in Madden, but still losing by 2 touchdowns in the NFL, not good.
That's not good. Yeah, you can see that Harbaugh was not happy on the sideline. There's, maybe a questionable call here or there that he was really upset about, but can't count on him, and that didn't change the game, man.
Yeah.
The way that the Colts just ran over that defense, like they weren't even on the field.
Yeah, I mean, it impresses me when I look at the distribution here. When you have Alec Pierce, who led the team in targets, he caught 5 for 10, 98 yards. Of course, we know that long 48 bomb that they had.
Yeah.
Tyler Warren, 4 of 5, 69 yards and a touchdown. Michael Pittman, like we talked about earlier, 7 for 9 for 58 yards and a touchdown, and a red zone touchdown at that. And then Jonathan Taylor caught all 3 of his targets for 38 yards. Yeah. So Jonathan Taylor's still getting involved in the passing game. So not just using him as a running back, but using his hands, man. So I'm just glad that, like, looking at all this, like, you're getting multiple people the ball here. I really, really love that.
Yeah. And you even look at Amir Abdullah. Like, he's going to be a big surprise to me. He's the one that had it was like an 80-yard return. He was even pretty effective. I think he had 2 or 3 carries, but he was effective on those runs too. Like, everybody on this team is involved and productive.
Yeah.
Oh, and Doolin. I forgot. Doolin was the other receiver that was out. But
which he stepped up in a major way with Adonai Mitchell being in the doghouse. So
he always has. Like, Doolin's been on this team for a minute, and every time that this happens, Doolin's the guy.
So for the haters out there that want to say, "Oh, the Colts just have a bunch of wide receiver twos," it's working. Like, I don't know. Is that an insult? I don't know what you're trying to do. It's working. When you have a bunch of consistent wide receiver twos, it's not like these guys are just bum wide receiver twos.
I would love to have like a Justin Jefferson or a Jamar Chase on this team. It would be awesome. But would I rather have one Justin Jefferson or a shitload of like a really good group of twos that can all be productive and impact the game?
Because they're all getting open, they're all
catching the ball. Players than one number one.
Yeah, because you can lock down a number one. You could double cover a number one. You could shadow a number one. You can't lock down 4 wide receiver twos that are good, that are getting targets.
Yeah.
So Eric Jackson, I hope you enjoyed the show, brother. Eric Jackson says his first time watching him, he came away impressed.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they've been good this year, and it's not, Jeff's delusional. No, I'm like, I came into this season very cynical. I came into this season like the Colts might win 5 games. We're already a game above that, and we're 7 weeks in.
We didn't project
not
to be 6-1
on this team.
Not at all.
I did not project this at all. I think right now I predicted like at best 4-3.
We may have to do a mid-season reevaluation here. Like, okay, from what we've seen in 7 weeks, what are we projecting the rest of the schedule to look like? We may have to do that, man.
This might be like our I don't know, maybe this one or the preview would be a fun one to do it on. But yeah, we're gonna have to readjust because I think I had us at like 5-12 or something like that. So no, I'm not delusional. I'm looking at what I'm seeing. I'm seeing what the Colts are putting on the field, and that's how I'm making and again, I said 34-30 in this game. And I underestimated what the Colts would do.
Close, man. You got real close.
So and it's just not me being the homer. It's like, look, I saw they were super competitive against the Rams. They should have won that game if not for, the guy that's in the doghouse, Adonai Mitchell. What's up, dude?
What's up, buddy?
So yeah, they should have. This team could very well be undefeated right now. Just looking at that game, and you could say, they had a lucky whatever penalty against the Broncos. You can call it lucky. It was still a penalty. You can go back and forth. I feel like there was a couple of pass interferences in the game that impacted it too. So it's like,
yeah. I mean, it happens every week to the Chiefs, but nobody takes the Chiefs' wins away from them. Hey, that's a future of unstable right there. We're gonna have Luca and Little Peyton on here one day.
Oh my goodness!
Imagine, bro.
Oh my goodness!
Luca, give us a go Colts. Oh, he can't hear me, huh?
Can you say go Colts?
Go Colts.
There we go, my dog.
But yeah, this I can't explain this resurgence of Daniel Jones. I'm loving it though. Like he looks so decisive. He's so calm. He's for the what was his passing stat? Hold on, I can't remember. I think it
His
was
passing, he was
23 and 34.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
For
Like,
288
his-
and 2 touchdowns. Like the dude only took 1 sack for 7 yards.
Yeah.
Like that's
7. Yeah, he I can't understand it. He didn't look anything like this in New York. I can't remember a time ever where I was like, oh yeah, Daniel Jones is really good, and this guy's going to be the future of the franchise for the Giants. I can't remember seeing a game or a time where I actually thought that of Daniel Jones. So that's why coming into this year, I was very cynical of this, and I'm like, dude, we have 2 of the worst passer rated quarterbacks right now. This is not gonna end well. I'm happy
here we
to be
are
wrong.
sitting at 6-1. Hey, happy to be wrong.
I'm so happy to be wrong.
You know, I'll put some hot sauce on that crow real quick.
Yeah, for sure. I'll eat it. You know, I was wrong. But there was not a single person that predicted this. Not a single person.
And that's what they were saying on was it NFL Game Day morning? They're like, dude, we didn't see this coming. Nobody saw this coming.
No.
But
I'm happy it is. Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, defense was all over the place, man. Like, I mean, Kenny Moore, 8 tackles, pass deflect. I mean, look how many pass deflected. Kenny Moore got one. Nick Cross got one. Of course, we know we got that interception. Mekhi Blackman, Zaire Franklin, Neville Gallimore, Grover Stewart got the deflection, which of course we know turned into an interception. Like, dude, they got 6 pass deflections, 15 QB hits. 15, dude.
Yeah,
that's in his face all day. Where the Chargers only got to Daniel Jones 5 times. 5 QB hits on Daniel Jones. That's it. And of course, the 1 sack for a measly 7 yards. So the offensive line is doing their job. So a lot of other teams need to understand, like, this is the key. You have to start in the middle and then work your way out. You have to.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get it.
And
the Chargers didn't have Joe Alt, but that's one man.
Yeah.
Joe Alt ain't guarding 4 guys.
Yeah. So this Colts team, I'm happy with what I'm seeing. I don't know. This offensive line has done so well. And I hope I'm not jinxing it. Like there hasn't been much injury issues, at least on the offensive side of the ball. Knock on wood. They stayed healthy. They've been very consistent. They're not even. They had one game, I think it was against the Rams, where they had quite a few penalties in that game, quite a few holdings, whatever. I think we were talking about it, like, what game is their shit game gonna come? Like, when are we gonna? I'm like, I honestly think it was the Rams. Like, a lot of things got exposed in that game. The secondary got exposed. The offensive line had a lot of penalties. Daniel Jones threw a couple interceptions, and they still almost won that game. But overall, the team didn't play great. And they still show that they can be really competitive against really good teams.
Versus Texans?
What is this?
What do you mean, Brandon? What do you mean?
What are we, VA Texans?
VA Texans?
What are we talking about?
Versus Texans what? Oh, are you talking about when the trash game is going to come? If that's what you're thinking, like, bro, Brandon, I know you just joined us, brother. But they got to Justin Herbert 15 times a day. And they have a much better offensive line than the Texans do.
I mean, the Texans are shit. I said when the Colts have their shit game.
I mean, yeah.
and I'd be remiss if I didn't throw the Jaguars fans under the bus today. I got up at 8:15. I watched that game, and it was so bad. The Jacksonville Jaguars were so bad, and the Rams didn't even have Puka. They didn't even have Nakua, and the Colts were so much more competitive in that game than Jacksonville. Like, I know it's week to week,
And Puka was
but
healthy in that game.
he was healthy in that game, and he went off on the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Yeah,
still
I
a
mean, to
close
be
game.
fair, Puka did his thing. Matt Stafford's looking amazing this year.
Yeah.
So if you got Matt Stafford in fantasy, you're feeling pretty good. But
The Chargers, they had one guy out.
isn't there a whole O-line out? No, Joe Alt, that was it. So PFF, a renowned analytics company, they have the Indianapolis Colts ahead of Week 7 as ranked number 1 offensive line in football. Second would be the Broncos. So,
that's what I was going to say.
Which they started season, what was it, number 4 or something like that at the beginning of the season?
Depending on who you ask.
No.
But they were definitely in the top 10. So I have to give my credit to Ballard. Like, I was on the Ballard train for quite a while. I love the way he drafted. I loved his philosophy. I hated how he didn't play in free agency. But we're seeing right now the culmination of all these years where they have homegrown all their players. Like 95% of this team is drafted and built like the Colts way. There's very little outside, obviously except for like Bynum and Ward. Like, these are homegrown Colt players.
Yeah, up until this year.
Their philosophy. And last year, we were very critical. I'm kind of eating crow on that one too, because his vision, it seems like, is finally coming to fruition. And you just think about what could have been if Andrew Luck, that didn't happen. We wouldn't have had all those years of bullshit. I'm not blaming Andrew Luck. I'm just stating,
no, that was Ryan Grigson.
This long.
That was a Ryan Grigson issue. Ryan Grigson thought, we just have Andrew Luck and T.Y. Hilton. That's all we need. No, fool. You need offensive line. So I hope Ryan Grigson out there being assistant GM for, I forget what team, but I hope you feel like an idiot that you wasted Andrew Luck's career because you thought, we just have them two. You didn't bring nobody in.
Yeah, he was terrible. But it's
I know you said you're the crow on Chris Ballard, bro, but I gotta disagree with you on that. I don't think Chris Ballard was going to change a damn thing until Jim Irsay and family sat down and said, you're about to get fired unless you do something and make something happen here. Because the Colts aren't used to this. We're used to winning, and you ain't winning. You're bringing in all these old grandpas, or as they say, unks, in the league or whatever like that. I was like, you're bringing these guys in instead of going out, and you're missing out on top quarterback talent, trading up in the draft, going and get guys like a CJ Stroud, which they were never Texas were going to trade away that pick. We know that. But, that's not my point. But future franchise quarterbacks, passing up on all them guys because, hey, let's bring Phillip Rivers in. Hey, let's bring Carson Wentz in. Hey, let's bring Matt Ryan in. No, dude. Come on. But I don't know. I think without Jim Irsay threatening his job, this doesn't happen. He doesn't bring in these moves. I mean, I still think he drafts Tyler Warren because that's a no-brainer. If you don't draft Tyler Warren, you're probably out that day if I'm Jim Irsay or the girls, bye. But no, I do have to agree with you disagree with you, Jeff. I don't think Chris Ballard is good at it. I think he was forced to make moves because he knew his job was on the line.
Well, I mean, I'll agree with that in part because this was definitely make it or break it year for Ballard and Steichen. I think that the unfortunate passing of Jim Irsay, I know he probably had that conversation with them too, but I think it just got even more serious when he passed. This is new management, new ownership. They're not going to put up with this bullshit. We have to pull the trigger on some stuff.
Yeah.
But it's I like
you're not going to tarnish their dad's memory. They're not going to let you tarnish his memory and his team. Yeah. And these girls have been around this organization since they were born, dude. They know ball. They know how to run a team. They understand. And you continuously see Carly Ursay Gordon on the sideline every game listening. like she knows what's up. She knows, hey, like we're messing up on at the safety position. Okay, Chris, we need to talk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But
and Bynum has come in and he kind of provided this. I think this I don't want to say playful energy, but you can tell that he's kind of a goofball, but he's serious when he's playing. Like he's done funny things. It kind of just changed the attitude of this defense, and for the better. I'm saying that he had that funny celebration after his pick, like he did the dolphin, the fish out of water thing. He celebrated with blue. Like it's just things that I hadn't really seen the Colts do. He just seems like he's really enjoying what he does. I love that they brought in Bynum. I think he's been spectacular. I love that they brought in Ward. Unfortunately, what are you going to do when Ogletree is leveling your ass out and like that's I don't know how that happens in warmups. I don't understand it, but neither here nor there.
you got me.
But I like those additions. But now there's still work to do.
Yeah.
And you got to at least dip into free agency, man. Like there's got to be somebody depth corner. I'm not saying bring it as a starter, but
money talks, bro. Like if you're offering enough capital, whether it be draft capital or player capital, whatever, like money talks. So yes, corner is JJ's right, man. Like corner is a scarce position. People are less likely to let that position go because it's hard to find like a quality corner in the league. But dude, if somebody's rolling up for a top corner saying, hey, here's a first or a second and a player, like you got to take it, man. But I'm curious. So, Brandon, what are you meaning by drafting O-line every year means you can let guys develop and have people ready when guys leave in free agent or get traded? If you mean that in like the good way, like, hey, like, so when Fries and Kelly leave, things are fine, then yeah, you're totally right, dude. Like, but that's how you should do.
They had Tanner Bordolini on deck. They had Bernard Ryman on deck. Like, I think that's what he's talking about. Like this line was set, and they haven't missed a beat since they left. Mm-hmm. And that's not saying that Kelly was overrated. He was a great center. Bordolini learned from one of the best. So I'm not saying that Kelly was crap all year. No, he was a great center for a long time.
Like for all 9 years we had him, he's good.
Yeah.
I mean, it was about as close as we had to Jeff Saturday since Jeff Saturday, man. Like, it's been a while since we had a quality center. But you're right, Brandon. Like, dude, that's how you do it. You can. That's truly a next man up system when you build that way. As long as we continue to build that way and center our offense around our offensive line, then JT will continue to break off 20-yarders, then through massive holes. Like Daniel Jones will have plenty of time to get the ball to the open guy, let routes develop. So as long as that happens, like, yeah, dude, like keep drafting offensive linemen. We're at to worry about replacing Quentin Nelson. Big Q's getting older. We're gonna have to plan for the future. So maybe let's go ahead and get his predecessor or his protege in there and let him learn from Quentin Nelson. Big Q's been one of the best offensive linemen in the league since he got here.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, sorry, man, it's
tangent.
No, you're fine. I didn't have a whole lot else myself either. But I'm putting rookies out there day one. Hey, Big Q was a day one rookie, man, and he was a beast. That doesn't happen often. That is not the norm.
So we didn't get to see a day one rookie like Joe Alt. Like Joe Alt come out of college ready. You get guys like Penei Sewell, like they're ready. They're day one ready. Those guys are rare. They're very, very rare in this league. So that's why I'm saying, like, hey, if that opportunity arises, then you take it and you don't ask questions. You don't look that gift horse in the mouth. You just take the gift. Especially if a dumb team lets a great player fall to you, like Chicago.
Like he's hitting the sauce a little too. I don't know what that means, but all right. I don't have a whole lot else to really talk about, man. I think we hit it all. It was just all around another great win, solid win. there's really not much else to say. It was just another game of great complimentary football.
Mhm.
No turnovers, very little mistakes. What else can you say, man?
I like
This team
how
is
Michael
rolling.
Badgley being gone for as far as he was, or as long as he was, that he didn't let that first like opening PAT miss get to him. He came
Yep.
out there, and the next one was dead center. Like he didn't. I think that's the maturity factor, though. Him understanding, like, hey, look, you're gonna miss some in this league. So I thought that was really comforting when he missed that opening PAT, and he didn't miss the rest of the day. Like he was money the rest of the day.
Yeah, like they're usually like a basket case. After they miss one, they come out and they're all, okay. I want you to go.
Yeah. He's
But yeah,
telling.
no,
But
yeah,
yeah,
you like kickers are very mentally fragile. We've seen it where one kick screws up the rest of the game, and then they don't want to trot them out there on the field again. They're very bipolar. You're a great kicker until you're suddenly not. I mean, just look back at like Vinatieri. Like he probably played the season too long, and that last year, that decline was just boom, brick wall. And that's what happens to these kickers, man. You never know when they're going to hit that wall and when they're just, and that's it. But yeah, like you said, Badgley, he missed that first extra point, and then he was just money after that. So it is what it is. Battling the sneeze.
It's
man,
exciting, man. It's definitely exciting.
Yeah.
So, at what point do you think the rest of the league are going to give the Colts their flowers, man? Like they said, the Rams was the test. Okay, we barely lost to them, and then the Broncos, beating the Broncos, it's a fluke or whatever like that. And then they were like, oh, the Chargers. Well, y'all get the Chargers there. That's your test. If you beat them, well, look, man, how many times we got to keep passing your test before you say like, hey, look, they're a good team.
They barely beat those other two teams. I think it should have been by a higher score because of some missed stuff, but I digress.
Adonai Mitchell.
Very close games. Adonai Mitchell. But they were very close games, and they've been in the games where they didn't dominate their opponent. They were very competitive against. So, and then this was the test in LA against Harbaugh, against a good quarterback in Herbert. They have a ton of weapons all over the place, and they dominated. They got the lead, never looked back. So, yeah, at no point did the Chargers ever have a lead in this game, not even like 3-0. No, the Colts were 6-0 that just never looked back. The Chargers were never really in this game. And I think that's pretty definitive because they're leading their division. They were 3-0 in their division. They're one of the top teams in the NFL. And the Colts just smoked them. So I don't know how you can really doubt right now what the Colts are doing.
Yeah. I mean, you can't, dude. There's no way you can shortchange that. I mean, look at them. They're putting up the numbers in the NFL, like against quality teams.
Yeah.
So Justin Herbert did everything he possibly could to try and win this game. 420 yards worth of everything possible.
You don't see that a lot in today's NFL. Those kind of passing yardages.
No.
Even you look at Matthew Stafford, and they just smoked Jacksonville. He only threw for 180 yards. We're not seeing 300-400 yard games much from quarterbacks anymore. Justin Herbert just did it, and they still lost by 2 touchdowns. So this Colts team is really good. They do a lot of bending, and yeah, they were up big, so they especially on that. I don't know what the Chargers were doing that last drive. That took them like 8.5 minutes. I don't know what that was. Like, bro, you are down. Like, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with them giving up those 10, 11, 12 yards. They're not getting out of bounds. I'll take, let's do a quarterback sneak. Please do it. I don't know what y'all are doing. There was no sense of urgency, and the Colts just played this game right from start to finish.
Yeah, it was awesome.
They did exactly what they had to do. So,
but it is kind of nice, like, look, man, I'm going to pat us on the back a little bit to have a little validation of the things that we've been talking about for almost 2 seasons now. The things that, hey, these are the things that need to happen with this type of team, like the talent that we have on this team, and to see them finally do it in 2025. It's like, man, that kind of makes you feel good that you understand your team that well, because there's a lot of people out there doing what we do that they just want to say like, oh, just pass the ball. Like, it's a little more complicated than that. Like a little, if you don't have the right talent, you can't do that.
Yeah, and it was very validating last week when we had Dustin Adams and JJ Stankovic, and as we were closing out the show, JJ was like, "Hey man, he knows we're a fan podcast. We're not trying to make our sales pitch to get on ESPN. I mean, if they're listening, hey, hit us up." But no, he knows that's not what we are. We're a small pod trying to grow, and for him to say, "Hey, you guys know what you're talking about. You guys know your shit." It's like, that was really cool coming from someone like JJ Stankovic to tell us that. Like, it was really awesome for them to for them to give us their time to do this. That was really cool of them.
That was
so
awesome,
again,
man.
Very appreciative of that. It was awesome to hear him say that. Like, this is a guy that's very well renowned in the sports world, not just Indianapolis, but he's a big name.
He's been with some major franchises like the Cubs. Yeah. Like, dude, that's a major franchise.
Yeah. Yeah, he was there for that World Series. I even talked to him about that briefly. Like, that was really cool for me, because I have this little Sammy Sosa bat from when I was like 12 for my first time at Wrigley. I've had it all these years. Like, it was a really cool moment with him, and for him to just say that was pretty awesome. So yeah, definitely check out last week's episode.
For sure. If you like JJ Stankovic and the official Colts podcast, go check that out. Having him and Dustin Adams, that was a really cool thing. I would really love to get them back on. Maybe come trade deadline time. Maybe with, hey, JJ, what you hearing, brother? What's going on? But and he does a lot of, if y'all aren't familiar, he does a lot of sit down interviews with players on the team too. So that way you can get some insight. So he just did one with Nick Cross, and it was pretty good. So
yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool to have a dude like that on the show, and to have him kind of just say that about us. Like, it was, very humbling, and I feel like we're kind of on the right track with this. So again, appreciate the time.
Thank you for being on this journey with us, everybody. I mean, we got 24 viewers right now. Like, you see at the bottom right there, we're giving away a free Colts jersey at 100 subscribers. Whether you like the Colts or not, whatever you want to do, like, we're going to give away a jersey. But just like it says down there, you got to subscribe, you got to like the video, and you got to share the video to be able to do that. Like, we have to validate all three to get you into the drawing for that. So, and we haven't decided what player it's going to be, but it'll be like a current player, like a Tyler Warren or something, or a Jonathan Taylor. It's probably going to be like one of the big three, like Pittman, Taylor, or Warren. Like, because we want to stay relevant. So, I will not put my money up for that. And that's we're buying that. Like, we don't make money off the channel. Like, that's our money that we want to give. We want to gift to you just for saying thank you for subscribing and everything like that. But go ahead and do all that stuff and get you a free jersey.
Yeah. While you're at it, head over to this AFC South show. I'm on. Justin's been on it more than I have, especially a lot recently. But yeah, we're on it. We've got Third and Teal, who's the Jaguars fans. We've got a Titans Table for Two, and of course that Real Texas Team podcast for the Texans, not Dallas. Fuck the Cowboys. But yeah, make sure you spread the love, like, share, subscribe to everything. We definitely appreciate it. And we'll be back on the next episode, probably Friday, I'm guessing, to do a preview of the Titans. I don't know how much we got to preview that other than Colts by 30, but yeah, we'll hit that show. We'll be back here later in the week. But for now, enjoy.
Hold on, I did realize though that we're streaming to 4 different platforms here. So just to be clear, on YouTube at Unstabled1, like you see on the banner at the bottom, that's where you can subscribe to this show. Because if you're watching on other platforms, like the AFC South show platform, great. But that's where you can find us. We're at Unstabled1 on YouTube.
There you go. Oh, and don't forget Kingmaker Sports. I always point the wrong way because I'm mirrored. Go to Kingmaker Sports. He's got all your fantasy stuff. He comes out probably around 11 o'clock in the morning, football morning, help you set your lineups, injuries, in, out, start, sits if you need some help. Definitely he's the guy to go to. So hit up their channel. Make sure you like, share, subscribe that one as well. Again, spread the love. We appreciate it. We are trying to get to 100, so help us out. But we will be back for a preview of the Titans next week, where the Colts are at home. But until then, y'all be good people. Enjoy victory.